Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hot Shot Podcast. I am Chase, and I'm joined by
Brad.
And Brian.
And this is the top 50 superstars of August, or July, not August, because we're in August now.
Yeah. Well, it'll be July, yeah.
Yeah, you put August on the video. I just happened to look at that.
Yeah, it's July, not August.
So go ahead.
let's see, number 50, we have Moose. This last month was 47.
He hasn't done much of anything other than fight Chris Sabin. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see, up next we have Sami Callihan. Last month he was 6. Oh, he lost the world title match. You know.
Yeah.
What's he feuding with now?
He's still feuding with Omega.
Is he?
Yeah, because they had a six-man tag team match this last week. It was Sami Callihan, Eddie Edwards, and Kazarian versus Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers.
So he's gonna lose.
Probably.
Next we have Big E. Last month not ranked. Now he's 48.
He won the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, he was.
And he hasn't done anything since that.
So he's gonna catch in at SummerSlam. So he'll probably be hot next.
Hopefully he cashes in at SummerSlam on Lashley. I'm hoping he cashes in on Lashley and wins it. If he cashes in on Roman Reigns, he don't win it. It's going to be a waste of the briefcase.
All right. Up next we have Edge. Last month not ranked.
He lost to Roman Reigns in their title match, and now he's feuding with Seth Rollins. So yeah.
Yeah, he's going to feud with Seth Rollins and have a match at SummerSlam. It should be
okay.
It could be good. Probably way better than the Roman Reigns.
Because the other two matches, hopefully the two title matches, I don't care about seeing because I don't want to see Roman Reigns, John Cena in a 30-minute match, and Brock Lesnar or Goldberg and Lashley does not interest me at all because Goldberg will get gassed in 5 minutes and look like fireplace bellows. I will state the obvious fact again. I will keep saying that joke until.
All right. Next we got Adam Cole. Last month he was 7. He might not even be in WWE by this time next month.
No, because his contract ends in SummerSlam, and after they released a whole bunch of people, I wouldn't stay in WWE either. I'd go to AEW.
They said Vince McMahon had an emergency meeting with him.
Trying to get him to stay, that's not going to happen.
I'm surprised Vince McMahon's the one that would want him to stay anyway. He seems to want everybody to go away anyway.
Yeah, like I said, they released 12 superstars yesterday. All from NXT.
All right, up next we got Thunder Rosa. Last month not ranked.
She officially signed with AEW.
Yeah, should probably be feuding with Britt Baker soon.
He'll probably be the one that takes the title away from Britt Baker.
Yeah, she's already
Britt
been.
Baker. Yeah,
she already beat her out unsanctioned match that does not really count, but yeah.
Plus, Britt Baker gets injured all the time. I know it's not that serious of an injury since she's wrestling in a couple weeks.
Yeah, she's wrestling. Actually, she's wrestling next Friday. She's wrestling Red Velvet on the debut of Rampage.
Yep. And next we got Santana and Ortiz. Last month they were 50. They've just been kind of feuding with FTR.
Yes. Which
I like that feud though. They're cutting really good promos on each other. It's important.
But I'm tired of seeing the Pinnacle versus Inner Circle.
Yeah.
Stuff. The label of Jericho would have been interesting though.
I think I think this match they'll do it one more time because where Cash Wheeler almost killed himself, it had to get cut short. But hopefully they probably do one more match and probably be
They're
over.
supposed to be doing one more match, but I hope they don't do another one after that.
Up next we got Riddle. Last month was not ranked. He's just been Randy Orton stuff.
Yeah, he's been
It's been
training with
pretty-
Randy Orton, who's not been there,
Yeah,
and he's been
probably
doing
one of the few. Yeah, he's one of the few bright spots in WWE, honestly, at this moment. Let's see, next we got Natalia and Tamina, women's tag team champ, WWE women's tag team champions. Last month they were 46. I mean,
They're probably gonna be stripped of the title because Natalia is injured.
yeah. They haven't really done much with it since they won it, to be honest with you. So
No, other than facing Shotzi and Knox.
that's probably who they will lose the titles to.
Probably. I hope so.
All right, next we got Chris Adonis, the NWA national champion. Last month was not ranked. I mean,
He just now re-won the title after vacating it so he could be in the world title thing.
yeah. I mean, it's Chris Masters. He is what he is, right? Next, we got Aaron Stevens and Kratos, the NWA Tag Team Champions. Last month they were 44. They're still the champions, so they moved up a few spots. Aaron Stevens is entertaining. I still don't know much about Kratos, but
I don't either.
next we got the Pope, the NWA TV champion. Last month was 42.
Actually, no, now it's Tyrus, but yeah.
Oh, Tyrus is the NWA TV champion now.
Yeah, he beat Pope for it last night, actually.
Oh, okay. So we'll probably see Tyrus in this list next week. You ever thought you'd see that? Next week. Next week.
Next month's talk.
Apollo Crews, the Intercontinental Champion, last month 41.
Hasn't done anything since winning it from B.
I think he's about to lose the title to Shinsuke Nakamura, probably.
I hope so.
That's what it's looking. Because yeah, he hasn't done much lately with it. Next, we got Camille, the NWA Women's Champion. She's gonna have a match with Layla Hirsch in the future. Yep. Let's see. Next, we got. Oh yeah.
There is.
She's tall. Layla Hirsch is like 4 foot something.
Yeah, Layla Hirsch is short as hell.
Let's see. Next, we got AJ Styles and Omos, the Raw Tag Team Champions. They defended against the Viking Raiders, and they're probably going to wrestle Orton and Riddle at SummerSlam if Orton's good to go.
Oh, yay, fun. And no
They'll
beat.
probably lose to Orton and Riddle. Unless Riddle and Orton get in a fight during the match. That's the only reason.
Well, I don't see them. I don't see because you're going to take the title. How is Almost going to lose? Be the one that loses. He's going to get RKO'd? I don't think so.
Well, no. I mean, AJ could eat the pin if you want to protect the Omos.
Yeah, they're not going to let AJ take the pin, I don't think.
I mean, they're definitely not going to let Omos take it, so AJ would take it, but Riddle and Orton. Yeah.
What?
I said, then they got to get a beat eventually.
Yeah.
I don't think Orton and Riddle will be the ones that do it, though.
They either are or they're either just going to break up during this match, which is a strong possibility as well. Next, we got
Orton and Riddle.
Yeah, Orton and Riddle could turn on Riddle during this match.
That's a highly likely possibility.
Yeah. All right, next we got Sheamus, the U.S. champion. Last month was 40.
Been feuding with Ricochet and Damien, and now he's going to feud with Damian Priest. Damian Priest is going to be the one to take the title off of him. I didn't think that was going to happen.
I was about to say, I'm glad you know because I have no idea where Sheamus is going. I haven't been paying attention.
They're having him feud with Sheamus while still having they're having Priest feud with Sheamus while still having him feud with Miz and Morris.
So it's a mess. Next we got Io Shirai and Zoe Starks, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Last month, Shirai was 10 and Zoe was not ranked. Now they're ranked together at 34 because they're the Tag Team Champions now.
Yes. Because they're
a good tag team.
Pretty much.
Yeah. For being thrown together, they have pretty good chemistry. So they're all right. Next, we got Havoc and Rosemary, the Impact Knockout Tag Champions. Last month, they were not ranked because they just won the belts recently here.
They won them at Slammiversary, the pre-show to Slammiversary, because they had to get the titles off Kiera Hogan because she left Impact, which we didn't think was going to happen.
She was backstage at AEW. You think she's going to AEW?
Well, Diamante's already in AEW and they're dating, so yeah, that's a highly likely possibility.
Yeah, probably. All right, next we have the Usos and SmackDown champions. Yeah. They won the belts on the pre-show. Wow. Very important titles. Huh?
Of, what was it? Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right after Jimmy Uso got a DUI that should have got his ass fired, but he's a member of the Anoa'i family, so yeah.
The Anoa'i family. Yeah, they're having another match with the Mysterios at SummerSlam. So.
Well, yeah, we already know the outcome of that match, so yeah.
Let's see. Next, we got Karrion Kross, the NXT champion. Last month was 25. No, he's 31st. And he lost to Jeff Hardy on his debut.
Jeff Hardy got this past week.
Then Jeff Hardy got hurt, so they had to cancel that feud. And now he's feuding.
Jeff Hardy got COVID. That's why he's
sick. Yeah, that's right. So they canceled that feud. Now they put him in a feud with Keith Lee. So. Or they're 1-1 against each other, so they'll probably wrestle at SummerSlam for the rubber match. All right.
And I found out the reason they're doing that. They're going to let him lose the match against Karrion Kross, or against, it was supposed to be Jeff Hardy, go mad until they get Scarlett with him, and then he's going to go winning, that's a stupid storyline.
That's stupid. Why couldn't you just bring Scarlett with them in the first place?
And let him, yeah.
But anyways, next we got Raquel Gonzalez, the NXT Women's Champion last month, 8. She's going to feud with Dakota Kai finally. I guess it's finally happening. So,
yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't see Dakota Kai beating her, really. I'd be surprised.
The only way Dakota Kai beats her is if either A, they're going to put Raquel on the main roster, or B, Raquel's about to be fired.
I mean, yeah. Well, just being she loses the belt, she could get fired since Bronson Reed was just a champion not too long ago. Got fired.
They fired 2 former North American champions in this last firing, and a former tag team champion in Bobby Fish.
Yep. Next we got Nikki ASH, Raw Women's Champion, last month not ranked. She also won the Money in the Bank and cashed it in to win the title.
Yay!
Now she's in a triple threat with Charlotte and Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. So.
And I say Charlotte's another one about to be gone.
Charlotte? You think they're going to fire Charlotte?
Ric Flair asked for his release. Andrade is not there anymore.
It could happen. I mean, I feel like she would leave on her own, not get fired.
She's going to be asking for her release is what I think is going to be happening.
Could happen.
Like I said, Ric Flair just asked for it and he was granted it. So,
yeah. Let's see. Next, we got Robbie Eagles, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Last month, not right?
Know who this is?
You don't know who Robbie Eagles is? He's just your typical, like, I don't know. He's a very, I don't know. To me, he's kind of like, you know who Matt Sydal is, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of like Matt Sydal, but a little bit crazier. He's got kind of the same size to him. He's just a good cruiserweight wrestler. So he's been in New Japan for a while, so I'm not surprised they finally gave him.
I'm not surprised they finally gave him the belt. I know he's been in there a while. I don't know much about him, but I know he's been there for a while.
Yeah. Next we got Kushida, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, last month 24. He's just still holding open challenges. No one's beat him for the belt yet, basically.
I say Roderick Strong will. Well, I thought Roderick Strong would, but they've already got rid of one member of Diamond Mine in this last freaking release.
I know. So
And
Roderick
they got
Strong,
rid of the fish.
Roderick Strong might be on the cutting board soon. What are they gonna do with him, really?
He was supposed. Well, they just signed him to a new contract. Is a thing.
It probably don't matter though.
No, it don't. I wouldn't be surprised if he is on the chopping block next. But they are expecting more cuts. Him or, I hate to say it, Kyle O'Reilly. Which Kyle O'Reilly shouldn't be on the chopping block, but nobody's safe if they got rid of one of the members of Undisputed and the other one's leaving.
I heard all these NXT cuts was because they're changing the direction of NXT and they're trying to make it a different type of show, like more developmental than having all these known indie guys on the show.
Which is stupid, if you ask me.
They kind of reverting back to when it was just a bunch of young like people. So we'll see if like people like Gargano and Ciampa get released or moved to Raw or SmackDown. I won't be surprised. Next we got Taji Ishimori and El Phantasmo are still the IWGP Junior Tag Champions. Last month they were 32nd. And they're still the champions, basically, is why they're still here. Brad doesn't like talking about New Japan. He goes away every. Well, yeah, Brad. Every time we talk about New Japan, you're hiding from the.
Echoing. Real bad.
Hiding from the New Japan.
I don't mean to, but it keeps just echoing sometimes.
Okay. Next, we got Violent by Design. Last month was 28th. Now they're 25th. They lost their titles, but I guess they just moved up because they're a pretty entertaining stable. So, most people like them. I would say. Next, we got the Goog Brothers.
Yeah.
Brian with the typo, the Goog Brothers. AKA the Good Brothers. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Or Doc Gallows. What's his name? I don't even know.
Doc Gallows.
Doc Gallows. Dangly Doc Gallows. They won the Impact Championships back, basically. And
at its anniversary in a fatal four-way match, which I was afraid that was going to happen.
Yeah, you did say it. Yeah.
I mean, they're in probably.
Because I called that one.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I honestly was surprised when they lost the titles in the first place, so I'm not surprised.
I said I'm going to pick Violent by Design, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Good Brothers win this match. So I should have got a point added to my thing. Then that was a multi-point match.
Right. All right. Up next we have Miro, the AEW TNT champion, last month, 31st. He defends it pretty on a normal basis. I mean, he hasn't defended it against the biggest names.
Yeah. Lee Johnson was the last person he defended it against.
I'm not, I feel like he's starting to come into his own a bit, though. He's starting to cut pretty good backstage promos and.
Yes, I like his Redeemer
Dodge
gimmick better than the Best Man gimmick.
Yeah, like he's the God's champion and
God's favorite champion.
Yeah, that's a pretty good gimmick for him. So it's doing pretty good. Next, we got MSK, the NXT Tag Team Champions. Last month, 17. They're still the champions, but I couldn't tell you who they're really feuding with. Do you know, bro?
I'm trying to think who their number one contenders are. I'm afraid it's Imperium, but I hope not. Because they've already beat Ciampa. What?
I said I haven't watched NXT in a while, so I have no idea.
I'm trying to think. They beat Thatcher and Ciampa. They beat I think it's Imperium. Fuck. I hope not.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard them.
Hit Row are feuding right now. Ciampa and Thatcher are feuding with somebody, and I can't remember. Oh, yeah, they're feuding with Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland and Oney Lorcan, so I think it is Imperium.
Well, at least one of the Imperium guys can wrestle a little bit. But next we got Isaiah Swerve Scott, NXT North American Champion last month, 15. Next month probably released, so don't get too comfortable on this list.
I hope not. They just gave me Hit Row, and Hit Row's growing on me now that they've got rid of fucking The Way.
I don't know. This belt might be cursed though. Look at look at it. Leon Ruff and Bronson Reed are gone. They just held it recently, so.
And Damian Priest's career in the main roster sucks. So yeah.
Velveteen Dream gone. I know that might be for different reasons, but yeah, just saying. Watch out.
Gargano was the only, and Adam Cole's leaving the company too. The first one. And Ricochet's not making it on the main roster either.
Nope. See, next we got the Dangerous Takers, Tachi Ishimori, and Zack Sabre Jr., IWGP Tag Champions. They're still a champion. They've been the champions for a little bit now, and
they won them back from somebody.
I heard Zack Sabre Jr. is one of the guys Daniel Bryan wants to wrestle in New Japan, so we'll see if that happens. But yeah, they're pretty good. They kind of were thrown together, but they've been a tag team for probably a year or more now. They're starting to hit their stride, I would say.
Oh, Girls of Destiny are who they beat for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Next we got Deonna Purrazzo, the Impact Knockout Champion, last month 27. She defended against Thunder Rosa.
And Summerversary. She defending it against Melina at Empower. And she's going up against Sammy Apache in a title versus title match at Triple A sometime.
All right. Up next, we got Johnny Gargano, last month 9, 18th. Now he lost to Karrion Kross, and now he's feuding with Dexter Lumis, basically, right?
Yeah.
So,
and that feud's over now, so yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what is he might be released soon or on Raw or SmackDown.
They've split up the way from him too.
Yeah. See, next we got Matt Cardona, last month not ranked. Made his Impact debut, beat Nick Gage for the GCW Championship in a death match. He made a lot of headlines last month, so I think he's like the perfect heel for that company too, GCW.
Oh yeah.
He's so anti GCW that now that he has the belt, I think it's pretty good. So we'll see if he does anything.
Payne is going back to GCW too, since he got released in this last set of releases.
Yeah, honestly, I know that GCW is not included in this list because he's technically an Impact, but he's probably this high more because of what he did in GCW than Impact. So
probably.
We'll see. We'll see if he does anything in Impact. All right, next we got Bianca Belair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, last month 30. Sasha Banks has finally come back to feud with her. So maybe we'll get a good match between them. Because she kind of went missing in action when Bailey got hurt. So
Yeah.
at least she
Well,
got
no,
somebody.
she wasn't missing in action. She was just facing Carmella in TV matches.
AKA missing in action if you're not on the pay-per-view. So I don't watch SmackDown on the TV. Who does that? Next we got Darby Allin last month 20th. Just kind of been hanging around Sting and dropping hints that he might be CM Punk's first feud in AEW. What do you think about that?
First match might not be his first feud. He might be his first match.
I mean, I guess that's a good opponent but I don't know. He might just be teasing people too. You never know. So, but yeah, I guess if CM Punk came back and was put like in the title picture right away, that wouldn't really fit with the reason CM Punk loved WWE in the first place, right?
Yeah.
So he'd be kind of a hypocrite. So I guess it would make sense.
Well, no, he left WWE because he wasn't going to be put in the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, because part-timers kept coming in and taking, or people that are coming back kept taking his spot. So if he goes to AEW and was immediately in the AEW world title picture, he'd be kind of doing the same thing to those people that was done to him in WWE. So.
Well, true, other than he's not a part-timer. I guarantee you he won't be a part-timer in AEW.
No, he won't be, but still, I think it would be a little bit before he got.
It would be a little bit stupid to put him in the title picture right away.
Yeah. Next we got
more Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. All right, number 14, we have Nick Aldis, the NWA heavyweight champion, last month 18. Still a champion.
Yeah, he's been champion for over 1,000 days.
Yeah, I don't know what their plans are, how long they want to be champion or what.
He's fighting Trevor Murdoch eventually.
True.
And a title versus career match.
Yeah, if Trevor Murdoch loses, he's got to retire.
I mean, if he's been the champion for so long, I don't know if you necessarily give Trevor Murdoch the rub of beating him. I think it's probably better to start building somebody fresh and new up to beat him, but we'll see what they do. Next, we got Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, last month 16. Yeah, beat Edge. Probably gonna beat John Cena. Probably be the champion for another year or two.
Probably, yes. He's probably gonna be the champion for the next 10 years. McMahon.
Well, I just don't know what their plans are. They're not even building anybody up to maybe like you can be like, yeah, I can see this guy beating him in a WrestleMania. Like for a while, people were like, maybe they could build Cesaro up. Now Cesaro is just back to the mid card. They just gave up on him already. Then, yeah, there's nobody else. Big E's got the money in the bank, but he's probably cashing in on Bobby Lashley more than likely.
Which would be better because if he cashes in on Roman Reigns, he's losing anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to have Roman Reigns like have the title for so long just to get cashed in on. Someone's going to beat him in a straight one-on-one match. But
yeah,
I mean, unless you do a thing where it's like Big E has the Money in the Bank briefcase and he's like, all right, Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, me and you, where he announces ahead of time, like RVD style. That's the only way Big E's beating him, I would say. So. Next, we got Jungle Boy, last month 5. It's kind of taking a back seat to Christian right now, but sooner than later, Christian, you can just feel Christian. He's going to turn heel on Jungle Boy and beat the crap out of him, right? They're going to have a few. It should be pretty good feud, I would say. Next, we got Josh Alexander, the X Division champion, last month 22nd. Now he moved up 11 spots. Defended his title in the Ultimate X match, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, he beat Black Taurus at Homecoming.
So, yeah, he might get his shot to lose to Kenny Omega pretty soon, sooner than later. And then number 10.
I don't think he's going to lose to Kenny Omega.
You think he's going to be... If Josh Alexander beats Kenny Omega, I might just let you win the predictions for the year already, Brian. But number 10, top 10, Tom. Bobby Lashley, WWE champ. Last month, he absolutely destroyed Kofi Kingston at Money in the Bank. Now he's wrestling Goldberg for some reason. I don't know why he's wrestling Goldberg, but he is.
Because they couldn't get Brock Lesnar.
I kind of think Big E could
With
make
Braun.
this-
Braun makes a good point. Yeah.
What did Braun
Braun
say?
makes a good point. He don't know. He was messaging me the other day, and he said, all right, I would understand if Goldberg was the still like guy that had won his last several matches, and you want to make Bobby Lashley look good by beating him. But Goldberg's lost like his last 4 matches or 3 matches.
Yeah, I
and
know.
He's lost them in like 2 minutes. So why is it supposed to make Bobby Lashley look good? Which makes me think Goldberg is probably going to beat Bobby Lashley, so Big E can cash in on Goldberg because that's his strength.
I doubt that's going to happen.
Unless Goldberg just spears Bobby Lashley after the match, after Bobby Lashley wins, and then Big E cashes in. I don't know.
But the problem is, Goldberg's going to be so gassy, he probably can't spear him. Again, fireplace fellows.
Let's just hope he doesn't go for the jackhammer.
He'll at least try to hit him with it once, so Lashley can kick out of it.
I don't know. Stupid. Next, we got Lance Archer, the IWGP US champion. Last month, not ranked in the top 10. Hope he beat John Moxley. He ended John Moxley's like 28-year reign as champion. So, and a pretty good match. This was a pretty entertaining match.
It was a good Texas death match in Texas.
And now the bigger news is he's going to be fighting
Tanahashi.
But it's a New Japan show, but please, you got to bring Tanahashi into AEW, right, at some point. Because John Moxley's already cutting promos on him. It's got to be John Moxley, Tanahashi all out. That's definitely
it's easy to bring Tanahashi in when he's going to be in Los Angeles already.
Exactly.
Because here's the thing. If he's already been brought over here, he can't go back to Japan unless he wants to quarantine for a month.
Exactly. So why he's going to be already over here in that time frame. Have him wrestle John Moxley at all out. Let's do it. All right, number 8, we got Britt Baker, the AEW Women's Champion, a.k.a. DMD. Ain't that right, Brian?
Yes.
Last month, number 14, she successfully defended against Nyla Rose, and she broke her wrist. But she's okay. She's about to wrestle already again against Red Velvet.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see what her all-out plans are. I'm guessing probably Thunder Rosa, possibly. Probably be a good idea. So,
I don't know. It might be. We'll see.
it might be too soon to push that feud. Maybe Red Velvet beats her, but doesn't win the title by like DQ, and they do that match out all out. That might happen. We'll see. Number 7, Kota Ibushi. Last month, number 11. He's getting back in the swing of things, having some pretty good matches from what I hear. So we'll see if he gets his world title back anytime soon. Number 6, we got the Young Bucks, the AEW Tag Team Champions, last month, the 13th. They defended against Moxley and Kingston recently, and now
that was a double or nothing.
Yeah, and then they've also been, I don't know, they've just been defending against everybody, basically, they face. So
they won that fatal 5-way match, or that 5-way elimination match.
Yeah,
5-person elimination match against Hangman Page and our Dark Order. So they don't have any opponents for All Out right now.
Yeah, right now. I mean, I don't know who they could wrestle if it's not the Dark Order. I mean, they could always have like, Lord, I don't know. There's not many. I mean, the AEW has a lot of tag teams, but not on the level for title shots right now. So
yeah, because Jungle Boy's a singles competitor, so Durante Express is out.
I still kind of think somehow Adam Page will still wrestle at All Out in the main event. I know reports are saying no, but I mean,
They wrote him off TV apparently.
yeah, I know, but we'll see. We'll see. I have my suspicions. But
I hope it is Adam Page at All Out, but considering he took a Magic Killer, three BTE triggers, and a title shot to the head,
yeah,
which is the same thing that put out four BTE triggers is the same thing that put Moxley out for 5 weeks. So he could have what?
I heard it could be Christian.
I mean that's the only other thing that makes sense is Christian because
Christian already is the number one contender. They just haven't announced when he's facing it yet because he beat Blade. They already said on AEW that he is the number one contender for the AEW title. They just haven't said when it is.
Christian's the only one that other makes sense. I mean, he's already getting a title shot, but if it happens on TV, then well, I still think it's going to be Adam Page. But if they announce it for All Out, I could see Christian and Kenny Omega at All Out. I guess we'll see what they do.
Well, so you don't. You only have 3 weeks until hold on, let me look. I've got a calendar right in front of me. 1, 2, 4 weeks until All Out after this week.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not Christian, or Adam Page, there's not really anybody else unless they really like bringing CM Punk to go up against him right away. But I doubt that.
Or Daniel Bryan.
Or Daniel Bryan. I don't think so.
Well,
I think it's going to be
make a debut until the New York show.
Yeah, that's the rumor, and that's after All Out. So. We'll see.
So I think it's going to be Christian at All Out. That's why they haven't announced when the match is.
Yeah, I heard that too because I heard Christian and Omega could wrestle at All Out, and then whatever CM Punk's match would be the main event. So that's why they kind of feel like CM Punk's match needs to be the main event. So maybe that's why they're delaying the Adam Page match. So
until Full Gear Revolution.
Yeah.
Full Gear is actually the next one, and it's in St. Louis, unless shutdowns happen again.
Yeah. All right. Top 5 time. Number 5, Walter, the NXT UK champion. He's been the champion since I was 3 years old, and he's still the champion now.
He's been the champion for over 800 days. He's facing Ilya Dragunov at TakeOver 36 the day after SummerSlam.
Everybody's saying where the reign will end, but he will probably beat us.
He will probably beat Ilya Dragunov for the second time. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised, but we'll see.
All right, number 4, we got Jay White, the never open weight champion. Last month was 12. He's been I don't know what he's been up to too recently. I know he's beating
He's feuding with David Finlay right now.
David Finlay, that's right. So yeah,
he's supposed to face him at Resurgence the 14th.
No, you remember he popped up on Impact, and Impact said that's the end of the show.
Yeah, so
and David Finlay attacked him, and you can watch that on the DVD. They want you to either watch Impact or buy the DVD one. You won't go out of your way to do neither.
Now I'm gonna go out of my way to not do either, just because you should have shut that on the pay-per-view. Like, what are y'all doing? That's such a dumb idea. You don't cut your pay-per-view off. But anyways, next
I saw what happened. They showed it on Impact the following Thursday. It was David Finlay.
Yeah, you and 400 other people saw what happened. Bro. Good for y'all. Number 3, Adam Page. Last month, still 3, because he was in a red hot feud with Kenny Omega. But now that might be put on hold for a while. He might be out of action for a bit. I think he is about to have a kid, so maybe he's going to take time off.
That's why they wrote him off TV.
So
I forgot about his wife having a child. That's why he took 3 BD triggers, a Magic Killer, and a title shot. They wrote him off TV. So yeah, he's not available for All Out at all.
Yeah, so he might drop next month, but I mean, he's still the heavy favorite to beat Kenny Omega at some point.
Probably 4 years.
Probably. Number 2, we got Shingo Takagi, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion last month too. He's still at number 2. He's just a very good wrestler. If you've not seen him wrestle, he's probably one of the hardest hitting wrestlers out there right now. Like if he kicks you, he's legitimately kicking you in the face. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's a champion. I thought for a long time, he was losing a lot when I was watching New Japan. I was like, this guy's too good to be losing all the time. But they finally pulled the trigger on him. He's been a good champion so far. And number 1, can you take a guess, Brad?
Kenny Omega, the AEW and Impact World Heavyweight Champions, and also the AAA Mega Champion.
He's been number 1 since what?
Since he won the Impact title.
Yeah.
The last 3 or 4 months or whatever.
Since April.
And even before that, he was like top 3 since last December. So, and who knows how long he might be number 1 for a while until
he loses one of the titles.
I mean, he's doing so good in just AEW alone right now. He might lose the Impact title and still be number 1, Brad.
Well, he's probably going to lose the Impact title at Bound for Glory.
Well,
I said I wouldn't be surprised if Josh Alexander is his opponent at Bound for Glory. Because option C is still in play.
Do you think he's not losing to Josh Alexander? There's no way.
They've already decided for him for who he was losing against. That's the only possible likely choice.
I don't think he's losing the Impact title until he loses the AEW title, which we've already established. That's probably not going to happen until November. So
you thought he was going to lose the Impact title before he lost the AEW title.
Well, now I think the other way. I think he's losing the AEW title first. But we'll see. I don't know. Who knows? He could be the champion in 3 years. We all know what they're doing. If this is his last run, who knows how long he wants it. But yeah, that's going to be our top 50 superstars for July 2021. We'll see what happens in August if there's any new names. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like us on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, and we will see you in the next video.